Hello, Kate.
Hello, Tic Tac.
Again. What day is it today? Wednesday.
Oh, it must be at least Wednesday.
Okay, give me a good one.
Hello, Tic Tac.
Hello, Kate.
I have a question for you.
Good.
From
That's
Tic
what
Tac,
I've
from
just
our
come here for.
from our Tic Tac Talks group.
Yes.
Okay, this one
I
is.
found a moment in my busy schedule to...
Have you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Can I
yeah,
just say
I've
how
got
deeply honoured we are?
Well, it's a little window of my time that,
Right. Well,
that I
thank
thought
you.
I'd offer.
Well, I'll take that and run with it. Okay. Oh, the questions disappeared. Okay, got it.
Right.
Thank you. Whoop. So, the question for this Tic Tac Talks is, if the prongs for outlets, and I think we're talking about plugs that go into power sockets
Right.
here. So if the prongs are metal, then why can't we stick forks in the outlets?
So what idiot sent this question?
Well, this is from one of our very creative thinking, questioning minds,
Right.
extended family people.
Okay. So why can't you stick metal? Why can't you stick metal bits in a socket?
Yeah.
Well, you get electrocuted. Simple as that. Next.
No. Hang on a minute. But that's exactly what we do in order to plug something in and make it work.
Yeah. Well, so when you put a plug in a socket,
Yes.
it then connects an appliance to the power supply.
So providing you've got something on the end of the fork that you stick in the...
Well, something that's meant to be there, yeah, like a TV or a toaster or a washing machine.
So are you saying that if you
We
stick
haven't, we haven't had, given me the chance to say much anyway. So just shush a minute. So when you put an appliance, connect an appliance to the socket on the wall, you're creating a circuit for the electricity to come out of one of the holes in the electricity socket and then go into the device.
one of the holes
Well, there's three holes, right?
for three prongs?
For three prongs. Yeah. So the top one, the top hole, is the earth, and that's just connected straight.
No.
Yeah.
Then you mean to say that the holes in a plug or the sockety bit
Yeah.
they're different?
Oh my God! Yes. Yes.
I thought they were just, equal holes.
No.
They were
no,
just
they're not.
apertures.
It's a common misconception.
Oh my God! Okay.
No. So
go on.
the top one is connected to earth. So the wire that's behind the socket of the top hole will find itself eventually going to a stake that goes into the ground. So, which is why it's called Earth, because it's the Earth.
Hang on a minute. What's going on into the ground? You mean literally under our house?
The wire, yeah. So the wire. So the back of if you took the socket off the wall,
yeah.
there's a wire that goes to that top hole of
Okay.
the socket, of the three-way socket.
If you say so.
And that wire, if you follow it through the house,
Yeah.
and it will end up being connected to all the other ones, all the other sockets in the house. They'll be connected to a common point, which then goes to a stake in the ground.
A physical stake?
Yeah, well,
Not
we've
a
got
dead
one
cow.
else. No, not a dead cow. Not a cow that's stuck its
It stuck its horn into
hooves into the power supply. Yeah. So anyway, so that's the.
Is it a literal? Is it a metal stake? Is it like
Yeah, it'd be
a pole?
Well, we've got one outside where our tap is. Remember where our tap used to be before they changed it the other week?
Yeah.
There was a metal spike that's just sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
And there was a wire going to that.
So can you touch that?
Yeah, it's just earth. It's like sticking your finger in the soil.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
So, the metal of your toaster the outside metal bit of your toaster is
The coloured bit?
electrically. Well, no, the stainless steel bit.
Okay.
So on the top of our toaster, it's stainless, isn't it?
Yes.
So that is electrically connected to the ground outside.
So that what doesn't happen?
Well, so let's go to the next two pins. The bottom two pins of the socket is called. Most people would know that, would have heard of it. So it's live and neutral. So the neutral is a sort of a ground, but it goes out to the power pole in the street.
Okay.
But the main one is the live, which is the actual source of the power. That's where the energy is, and that goes to the device and provides power to the actual device. But the power has got to go back into effectively to where the power is generated at the generating station.
God, this must all happen very quickly, because when I plug it in, I expect it to respond
Well, it
immediately.
does, because it's there. It's kind of waiting. The power in the socket is waiting for you to plug your hairdryer. It's just waiting
That's
for you.
so clever. That's
It's
really
clever.
clever.
It is. It's quite amazing, really. Yeah.
I had no idea. I knew there were different colours inside a plug.
Yes.
I had no
You
idea.
thought that's just to make it look nice.
I had no idea that the holes in the socket where you put your plug prongs, the different ones were for different things.
Yeah.
That has blown my mind.
Right. Yes. So yeah, and that's the same worldwide, really. But so the live is the source. Is, you could say, it's like the positive or the pimply bit of a battery in a way. It's a bit like that. That's where the power is.
Oh God, that sounds like a whole other Tic Tac talk.
But yeah, but that's slightly different arrangement. But yeah. So going back to what you said about the earth, the metal of a device is there as a protection, so that if, say, the live wire, it could kill you. So the power in the live bit of the socket. So if you stuck your finger in the socket, which you can't physically do, but effectively if you did, then you could die.
Right.
Electrocute yourself.
So going back to our fork.
Yes. So if you stuck a fork, well, for those viewers and listeners at home, don't do this. But
Yes, don't do this at home.
If you were to stick a fork into the earth hole,
which is
of
the top
socket,
one?
the top one,
Right. Wow.
nothing would happen at all because it's just going to earth.
Okay.
So it's nothing. It's there as a protection.
Okay.
But if you were to stick a fork into the live hole,
Is that the one down underneath the earth, left or right?
that's a good point. I think it's on the left,
Okay. Anyway, regardless.
or is it? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's
We should say you're not actually an electrician, are you?
well, no, I'm not. But
But
no, it's like, but it's the one marked L from behind. If you wire the socket
Right,
or the
right,
plug,
right.
so
Okay.
it's one L is the live.
okay.
And where was I going with this? Can't remember.
Your fork prongs.
Yeah, the fork prongs. So yeah, so if you put a fork into that socket, that hole of the socket, then yeah, you could get electrocuted.
Okay.
If it was just the neutral, then you wouldn't, because that is part of the return path.
Okay. Okay. So the reason why, because you're putting metal things. So the original question was about why can't we stick metal in the plug holes when that's exactly what we do with the plug? So the actual reason is.
Well, the actual reason is because you're then exposing the liveness of the socket.
Yes.
Normally, the liveness is tucked away behind and it's safe.
Right.
But as soon as you stuff a fork in the
Yeah.
live hole,
Then you're exposing it to yourself because you're holding
Well,
it.
you've got a length. Well, yeah, you've got a, yeah, you're holding it, or you've got a length of metal sticking out that's got the potential for zapping you.
And if you're
Yeah.
holding it, then you become the toaster.
Yes, precisely.
And then you become
You're
toast.
toasted.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, my
But when you
little-
put a plug in, you know, the plug has got obviously the prongs, but you've got protection from those prongs. So you're holding the plug with those prongs on it,
Yeah.
but you're holding the plastic piece which insulates you. Who are you looking at?
Well, I'm just making sure that this is still recording.
Oh, right,
If
okay.
you must know.
I thought you were going like,
No, oh,
Like
I could
that.
be doing that as well.
yeah, so when you hold the plug, you're protected from the 3 metal prongs. of
Because
the
it's
plug.
plastic.
Because it's plastic and it insulates.
Well, my little
Did you
tiny,
know that?
tiny mind has been blown. No, because I remember you putting plug sockets on the walls
Hmm.
shortly after we met, and thinking, "This is extraordinary." You would get a plastic, what do you call them,
Plate,
plate
but not, yeah.
for you to stick your plugs
Yeah,
in.
socket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw it to the wall, and electricity came
Came out the wall. Yes.
I just thought, wow, that's amazing. I don't know how you do that.
Well, I just
but-
remember because you were on the phone to your sister, and in that time, more or less, we rewired the house. but I ran an extension socket to just down here, wasn't it? And then I plugged a lamp in, and then sat down and did something else, and then you said to your sister, I don't believe it. Chris has made electricity come out of the wall.
But just by putting a plastic
And
plate
I
on
thought,
it.
why did she think that's so amazing?
And I
It's-
thought, whoa, that's amazing. And I'm not even going to ask how or why that happened. I'm just
No.
impressed, and the lamp works.
it's magic.
It's magic. Well, isn't that what a really clever concept?
What, electricity?
Yeah.
Oh, it is,
Or
isn't it,
bringing
really?
it to the house.
Yeah.
There you go. Whatever will they think of next?
Well, it's one of the major things. It's a major perk of modern life, isn't it?
Yeah. Major,
But we've gone
major,
for
major.
500 million years without it and
Yes.
done quite well.
Yes, and now we consider
and
it
now
to be
we
our basic
fall
human
apart
right.
if it's not there.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
which is a bit of a shame. So we should be prepared.
What for
Be
world
prepared.
devastation?
Well, no, we should be. Yeah, we should be prepared to not have it.
To be able
Just
to live without
not
it.
take it for granted. Yeah, don't take it for granted. And if it's not there, think, oh well, it will come back. But
Yes.
it's
So
I should better
basically,
manage without it.
if your house falls down, that's a problem because then you haven't got anything to screw your plastic plate onto.
No, you've got no. If your house falls down, you've got no power, and you've lost your hairdryer.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for educating me.
Well, it's my pleasure. It's what I'm here for, isn't it?
It has become what you're here for. Yes, for the entire
Yes.
family. Yeah.
But maybe maybe we should have a disclaimer that not everything that I say might be entirely.
Oh my goodness.
Well, no, I
You've
mean,
never
but
said anything like
no,
that before.
I know, but this is very serious stuff. It's important stuff.
Yeah. Don't stick
So-
anything into plug sockets.
No,
Other
but
than
we're exactly,
the
but we're not
intended
idiots,
plugs.
are we? But for legal purposes, we've got to say
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Don't listen to Tic Tac.
Not exactly that, but I mean, it's the way you say that it implies I'm not entirely reliable.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, but the fundamentals are there.
Thank you, Tic Tac.
You're welcome, Kate. Oh dear.